have no kind of degree from nothing. I had a severe stuttering problem when I was growing up. I couldn't talk outside of my house. I flunked out of school. I'm on my third marriage, lost everything I ever owned twice. I've been homeless and lived in a car for 3 years. Can I tell you something? If you want to be a doctor, scientist, dentist, you got to get education. That's true. So I'm not knocking education. But can I tell you something? You don't need education to be successful. You don't. Stop feeling bad because you think you're underqualified because you don't have a degree in this or a degree in that. Show me in the Bible where they mention a degree. Show me UCLA, show me Harvard. It ain't in there. Now look, you can go get one if you want to. I know a lot of people got degrees, ain't working. I know a lot of people. I was speaking at a convention last year. They invited me to speak at the SALT convention. The SALT convention is in Vegas every year. Billionaires gather to discuss how they're going to change the world. A bunch of billionaires from all over the world. They come from countries you've never heard of. And they come to the SALT convention to tell people how they're going to change the world. They asked me to be the keynote speaker. Well, guy sent me the email. I called him. I said, look, man, I appreciate the offer, but you do know I'm not a billionaire. He said, we know exactly who you are. We've researched you. We know your net worth. He said, but we want to hear your story. I said, what? Y'all got billions of dollars. What you need to hear from me from? He said, Steve, the average person out here that has billions of dollars inherited a certain amount of money that gave them wealth at birth, or they turned a couple of $100 million into $1 billion. He said, what we want to know is how you come from nothing and you got to where you are. He said, because most of us don't have this story to tell. And one of the guys at the convention stood up, and he was a guest there. He was telling all these billionaires, before he started talking, I'm from MIT, I graduated from Princeton, I have a degree in such and such, then I have a master's in such and such, and I have a PhD, and I'm considering going back to get a something in something. So this billionaire raised his hand and said, how much do you make? And he said, well, what I make isn't important. It's what I do. He said, no, not in this room. He said, how much do you make? He said, well, I have these 3 degrees. I'm going back. So the dude was badgering him. He said, how much do you make, sir? And the guy said, I make $135,000 a year. Now, when you say that to billionaires, you know what? It's crazy. So he said, and you're going to go back to school to get another degree? He said, you got 3 of them that ain't working for you now. What you need another one of them for? See, that's how billionaires think. They don't think in terms of degrees. See, Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates, they don't have a degree, not one single degree between the two of them. But they got more degrees working for them than a thermometer. You can make a decision of how you're going to live your life. The Bible says a man without a dream or a vision shall perish. It has nothing to do with your education. Stop getting hung up on what you don't have. Your focus should be purely on what you do have. And let me tell you something. Every last one of you has everything you need already instilled in you to be a success. You tripping. You've been tripping yourself out trying to prove this to that person and go get a degree in this and go study that. You go do that if you want to. Until you live in the gift that God gave you at birth, you will forever struggle. You'll forever struggle. Listen to me. When God made you at birth, he gave you a gift. Here's the cool thing. He put it in you. He didn't hide it under a rock. It ain't in the ocean nowhere. It ain't on no mountaintop. You ain't got to go find no map to go get it. It's right here. It's been in you since birth. It's the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. That's your God-given gift. Until you do that, you will forever struggle. All these jobs you got that you don't, when your alarm go off in the morning, you don't like it because you ain't living in your gift. This not knowing your purpose in life is because you're not living in your gift. The two most important days of your life is the day you born and the day you discover why. You need to get to discovering why you here. The why you here is tied directly to your gift. Just quit looking at gifts as just running, jumping, singing, and dancing. Stop. If all your friends come to you when they got a problem, it's because they know you gifted. If everybody come to you when they try to figure something out and they know you're going to make some phone calls and network and put it together, that's your gift. If every time the church needs some chicken fried, they come to you because you fry the best chicken, if you fry chicken better than everybody else, you ought to be somewhere frying chicken. See, you tripping. You've been looking around too many places for what it is you do. The what it is you do is already been given to you at birth. It's the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. That's your gift. What you tripping for? If you cut hair, you ought to be somewhere cutting hair. If you're a teacher, that's a gift. If you teach, you should be somewhere teaching. This ain't no magic trick. I have one gift. I have the ability to take any piece of information whenever I want to and turn it into comedy. I promise you I can. You don't know half the shit I be thinking sometimes. If I don't cut this filter on, I hear stuff. Everything to me is funny. It's crazy, man. Everything to me is funny. But I can't share that with you because I know you ain't ready for it. So I have to run it through a filter that I got. The filter keeps me working. If I take this filter off, I'm out of work tomorrow. But that's my gift. I had a partner. All he did was cut grass. We were growing up. He just wanted to cut grass. He had a single blade lawnmower, the one you push. He was so good, he could raise the blades up and lower them. He was so good at cutting grass, he could cut patterns in your yard with a push lawnmower. This boy could put your family initials in your grass. You know how big that was in the hood? You can put an H in your yard. He would charge $2 for the front, $2 for the back. He would never go with us. We go to the swimming pool. Come on, man, we're going to swim. Now I got to cut Miss Jackson grass. Hey, man, they throwing a party. Now I got to go to bed. I got to get up this morning, cut Miss Sarah's yard. We go, man, what's wrong with this dude cutting grass? Well, guess what? He still lives in Cleveland, Ohio. You know what he got? He got a landscaping company. You know how much this boy grosses a year? $4 million a year. You know what he do? He cut grass. He got 38 trucks. He got every lawn landscaping contract in the city, all the malls, all the office buildings. He cut the grass so good with them 38 trucks. When it's snow outside, he put plows on the front of them. He got all their snow removal contracts. This boy make $34 million a year with 38 trucks. You know what he do? He cut grass. Because he didn't trip. He didn't come out here to Hollywood with me. Talking about, I'm going with Steve, man, see if I can get on TV. No, he did his gift. He cut grass. He done turned it into $4 million. Y'all sitting on these God-given gifts and you ain't using them. But you waking up, your alarm clock go off in the morning. You ain't happy because you can't stay in your job. It's because your job ain't got nothing to do with your gift. You can't find your purpose in life. You trying to figure out what to do next because you ain't living in your gift. This simple, man. Honor God by using your gift. All of you has gift. Now, some of you, to use your gift, you're going to have to overcome a fear. Because, see, y'all mess around, got these jobs that's paying these bills and stuff. And now you won't go try to be free. You won't try to switch positions because you don't want that lag time. Now you ain't going to be able to make your rent. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you except you're going to have to take a shot. Bishop Jakes told me one time, he said, I would hate to die and never do the thing I was born to do. How about you? See, you know what? When the alarm clock go off for me in the morning, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it, man. Because I get up, I got a radio show to reach 9.5 million people a week. I got 6 TV shows. I got 2 specials I shoot a year. I work all the time. But you know what I'm doing? I'm doing what I want to do. You know what I've been out here doing? I just been meeting people, talking to them. That little boy that used to stutter all the time with the stuttering problem, I talk for a living now. See, when they used to embarrass me and call me va-va-va-va-voom back in high school because I stuttered so much, stutter box, hey, stupid. Yeah, well, look at old stupid now. You don't know what God gonna do for you. But you gotta do what God done for you. You gotta do your gift. I'm telling y'all, man, don't sit here and look at me like I don't know what I'm talking about. I just told you I come from nothing. I ain't got no education. I got God. I got faith in God. Now, you tell me what degree you got, what school you gonna go to that's bigger than my God. Go ahead, tell me about it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting because there ain't one. If you have a faith, use it. Put that faith next to your gift and do it. You cannot be afraid. The best things in life is on the other side of fear. You got to lose this fear now. Or you can sit in your life and live just like you live it. And you can never see what God would really do for you. You got to take a chance, man. I know what I'm asking you to do is going to take more than some of you willing to give, but my job is to tell it to you. See, when I was homeless, I lived in a car. I told God every day, if you let me make it, when I get there, I'm going to tell everybody I can about you. So I'm telling you about him right now. I don't have to. Show over. I get to go in the back. But I made a promise to him that if you let me make it, I was going to tell everybody I could about you. Now, I ain't no preacher, and I ain't really that good of a Christian. I'm going to just be real with you. I really ain't. I'm an entry-level Christian, that's all. I just do entry-level Christianity. I don't do advanced Christianity. Christianity on the level of 1 to 10, I'm about a 2.5. 2.5 at best. I don't do that, but God loved me like this. But see, and you might not think I'm that great a Christian, but you don't know what I was before he saved me. See, that's the person you ain't met yet. You don't know the Steve that I was. So all this, man, I don't see how you call yourself a Christian. You be cussing. You better just go along with this cussing. Because you have no idea what you would have been going along with. See, that was the time in my life you'd have done something to me. Watch what I do to you. I was hood cat. You couldn't rub me, man. There's a lot of stuff you couldn't do to me. I was different, but he changed me. But he allowed me to remain a lot of who I am. I'm an imperfect soldier for Christ. That's what I am. I'm cool with that. I was who I was, but I am who I am. I'm cool with both them motherfuckers. You need to understand that because who I was is still very much a part of me. I'm a tough ass man, so I ain't the Christian. You slap me, you have slapped the wrong Christian. Because I'm not finna turn the other cheek. You need to understand that. So since you think I'm a Christian, you're gonna slap me, I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm gonna slap shit out you. That's who I am. Now, if you're a better Christian than that, then go ahead and be that. But he allows me this walk that I'm in because the walk I was in, this way better than what I was. I'm trying to get better as I get older. You know, I'm trying to improve on myself, but some stuff just ain't gonna go. I still I'm a Christian, I go to Vegas. I had a lady one time stop me at the table. I can't believe you in here gambling. I thought you was a Christian. Well, shit, you in here. What the fuck? The only way for you to say this shit to me is you got to be standing in here by the table. That's what it is, man. Get all right with where you are. Go to God just the way you are. Tell him to help you uncover your gift. To ask him to help you live in your gift. And then when he show you what it is and he show you what you got to do to move, you got to make the move. or you will never know what it is. And that's a sad thing, man. That's going to take a lot, like I say, but you're going to have to do it. So listen, y'all, don't forget to pray. Or don't be ashamed to pray. And don't ever be too proud to pray, because prayer changes things. Thank y'all for coming.